Yeah. Can't say much about that. Oh my gosh, Devin Tracy's here. Devin! Yes! I love it. Okay, Devin, Merry Christmas, Devin. I miss you. Devin says, should we be seeking to attain... Oh gosh. Devin always asks these degenerate questions. He never learns. It's not a joke. Okay, he said, should we be seeking to attain eternal butt sex? This is just... No, Devin. No. Definitely not. Butt sex is gross.
What do we have here? We have a thumbnail, Forbes. It's written vertically, but I'm smart like that. I figured it out. And we have a picture of Anna, which this is not a flattering picture. She looks confused and angry and windswept. It looks like she's trying to be a Armenian Charlie's Angel. But this is a Forbes 30 under 30. So it's supposed to be a puff piece on her, but who chose that thumbnail? And did she give clearance on it? There's no way Anna's choosing that picture. Anyway, it's the Young Turks' Anna Kasparian is fucking better than you. You know why? Because you're not part of the Forbes 30 under 30. She is. And guess what? She can't pretend to be neutral. I like how she tries to take her weakness and present it as a strength. This is the Dick Cheney school of thought. Or was it Newt Gingrich? One of the two. So here's the thing, Anna. When you're a journalist, you're supposed to have neutrality, objectivity, journalistic integrity. And if you had all those things, then we would respect your authority. But you have none of them, and you're proud of it. So you're fucking wrong, you are shrill, you are obnoxious, and you are profane. And yet she walks around with the fucking wind machine talking about, I just can't pretend to have those things. I'm just Anna Kasparian, yeah. Well, Anna, get off the stage, you short fuck. How about that? Let's watch this.
I can't pretend like I'm some robot that's always neutral. I need to share my opinion, and sometimes aggressively so.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I just need to talk. I mean, I have all these ideas. I'm bubbling with passion. Oh, Anna, it's amazing. This is a fucking success story. Give us your victory lap. Go.
Wanted to be part of the media.
Well, Anna, maybe one day you will be. But Jesus, did you see that? It's like, oh, this is early morning hours. You're at Ground Zero. It's an international hub of news located in Culver City, California, in a shitty office building. This is where the rubber meets the road, where the real journalists shape the world and make it a better place. A better place because they're such great people and they can't do anything but make the world a better place so long as they just tell us their opinions. Tell us your opinion, Anna. Here's the music that should have gone to that opening clip.
I knew I wanted to work as a journalist somewhere. I always imagined myself doing what Barbara Walters did on ABC's 2020.
Ah, well, you're not doing anything like what Barbara Walters did. One of those things, primarily, is you don't interview people. Now, why don't you interview people? Well, let's think. Because when you interview people, you have to ask questions and not just bitch and yap from your face, which features a butchered nose. Okay, Hook Nose Anna? That's why you're not like Bow Wow Wow Wow. Because she put the mic in somebody else's face and said, what do you think? Let me learn something from you. The way you do this is you try to mount this fake news channel and turn it into the Anna Kasparian has something to say hour. And I'm here to tell you that you are a glorified intern. And this fantasy, which some people have bought into, like, hey, this is the new era, this is new media. I'm here to tell you it's a joke. Okay, sorry to burst your bubble, sorry to be the grown-up, but you are a fucking joke. You don't know what you're talking about, you're biased as fuck, and you are a disgrace to my city and to the internet and to the UC system of schooling.
That was what essentially inspired me to go to journalism school.
Yeah, this is what you do. You go to journalism school and then you're a journalist. It's so easy. And then the Forbes will come and they'll do a show about you. It's fun. I'm Anna Kasparian.
When I graduated, I was really lucky.
Oh, it's so fascinating to hear the tales of a 20-something-year-old. Yes, tell us, what about that chapter in your life when you graduated college? Oh, it was so pivotal, wasn't it? Yes. Anna, you're such a little freak show. God almighty, step outside yourself, hooknose.
Because I got hired immediately by CBS as a production assistant.
So you got hired as a production assistant. Well, I was a production assistant once out of college. And so the problem is I know what that job entails. You were a slave, a total peon. You were not in the news. You were a janitor. You were go get coffee and donuts. And that's what you were at TYT until they realized, oh, why don't we put this young girl who looks pretty good, let's put her on camera to counterbalance the fat, grotesque buffalo we have on there. So will that be mentioned? No, it's not, because Anna considers herself the next Barbara Walters. That's right. It's just, this is what you do. You go to college, you major in something, and then you get a job as a PA for a couple weeks, and then, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't a natural fit because I didn't get to talk enough in a weird way, I want to say. And then you just get the dream job and everything blows up and it's yay and it's a fucking parade of me. And just, enjoy that. And I know that you can look for your praise all the time. Just know that there are people out there that see completely through you.
And it was not the environment for me. It was actually the exact opposite of what I expected. And then I was approached by a colleague of mine at CBS who asked if I would be willing to work at a startup called TYT. Once I kind of figured out what the name of the show meant.
You immediately left and said, oh my God, this is an insult to my Armenian heritage. This is the name of the genocidal group that killed 1.5 million of my people. So fuck this group and fuck everything they have to stand for.
And what the show was about, I was intrigued and I decided to go in and was pretty shocked when I figured out that I loved it.
Oh, the edge. They have a pen holder where you stick a pen in Donald Trump's ass. No homo?
I was supposed to leave after 2 weeks, but I kind of refused to do so. And I asked if I could get hired doing anything. And originally I got hired to do marketing. And then I just kind of weaseled my way into doing on-air stuff. And luckily it's worked out.
Yeah, so you're a big-nosed weasel. So, it worked out? Yeah, it just worked out. You are a piece of ass eye candy. Very similar to how Fox News brings on those blonde chicks with the short dresses. Yeah, that's you, Anna. And you do read scripts, and you are shrill, and you are annoying.
Okay, so how are we going to break it up?
The infighting, I think, would just be one clip.
I agree.
And he said it was a good day for America specifically because Bannon lost.
What we can do is the first part could be...
You are right there. That's the echo chamber. This is the room where they discuss all of their regressive agenda talking points. And this is where stories come to die. I mean, imagine offering up dissent in this room. Hey guys, I think we're being a little bit narrow-minded on this issue. I think we should reconsider our position. Hey, here's a story. A Muslim guy in Melbourne runs over a few people in a car, critically injuring many. Should we talk about that? Should we do a segment on that? No. What's the angle? Well, it's another act of Muslim terror in a major Western capital. Yeah, how is that going to benefit us? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's table that one. Let's go with another anti-Trump video because it speaks to our base. And we have the graphics department. They're going to come up with a great thumbnail. And trust me, we could do a few jokes in there. We could stick a pen in Donald Trump's ass.
All right, here were the election results. I would want to break it up based on demographics. The Young Turks is a political news show that talks about issues from a progressive perspective.
Oh God, has that sentence been curated? A political news show? Okay, the way that they've danced around the issue that they are not a news program is to call it a news show. What is a news show? A political news show even? What is that? It's nothing. Hey, I'm going to start a business. Well, what is the business? It's a hospital. You're going to be a hospital? Yeah, because I like to talk about medicine and healthcare a lot, and I dabble in medicine. Okay, so wait, are you a hospital? Because if you call yourself a hospital, people are going to think you're a hospital. And if you're not a hospital, that's going to be a problem. Okay, fine. It's more like a hospital show. What's a hospital show? Well, we are in the field of hospital stuff, and it kind of looks like a hospital. And you think that's the same? Well, I mean, I didn't say it was a hospital. I'm saying it's a hospital show. Oh, okay, cool. Good workaround. Nobody's going to figure it out, Anna.
We don't pretend like we're completely neutral.
You're not neutral at all. And, right, you don't pretend because you don't know how. Because you're that simple. And look at her, looking at each other, nodding, right, we're great, yeah.
But we're also pretty unbiased.
What? How does it make sense? How could she say that thing right after the last thing she said? We don't even pretend to be neutral. Also, we're very unbiased. Fucking thank you. Thank you for that joy and laughter in my life today, Anna.
We will criticize both sides, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, if we feel that they're not keeping their promises or representing progressive values.
No, Anna, let me explain to you what that is. You are so far to the left because you're so damn regressive that the Democrats and the Republicans are to the right of you. Hence, you criticize both of them. That's not you being in the middle. You're not Fat Greg bursting at the seams with his stupid vest. You're on the extreme far left, Anna. Are you not aware of that?
The Young Turks is a strange name, but...
Yeah, cut to Genk. Look how small he is. He's diminutive. Fucking gross. Hey, look at how big his head is. Shit. All right. Ew. Yeah, it's a weird name. Very weird name. Cut to the Turkish guy who's an Armenian genocide denier. Anyone want to talk about that? Yeah, that's a stain on who you are, Anna. And for shame. I speak on behalf of Armenians around the world. The diaspora. On behalf of all of those smoking hot women, you have brought shame onto that race of people.
It essentially means rebels, people who rebel against societal expectations.
No, not at all. It doesn't mean that at all.
We're very different from what you see in traditional media.
Yeah, different's one way of saying it, sure, yeah. Yeah, and Christy Winters in a bathing suit is different than Victoria's Secret models. Different.
We're not afraid to speak our minds and be pretty aggressive in sharing our opinions and our thoughts.
Oh yes, be aggressive. Yeah, tell us your opinions, Anna. It's frigging fascinating. I don't think we're going to reach the bottom of all of the knowledge and wisdom you've acquired over your 29 years. How many have we had here?
And that's what I love about it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, music.
So that's my media side of things. I also teach journalism.
There's more to you? Oh, you teach journalism. Right. So that's like me teaching medicine based on what? Based on the fact that I talk about medicine a lot and I have a hospital show. Oh, so now you teach medicine. Okay, Anna, how do you do it all? You got the career, you got the family, you're a great mom. What is it? When will it end?
At Cal State Northridge.
It's a shit school. Oh, did I say she went to a UC? Oh, I'm sorry. She went to Cal State. Big difference.
I would say that I'm a passionate teacher. I'm sometimes a profane teacher. And my strategy is to really implement current events into the curriculum because...
I'll tell you why, because it's because you have nothing to talk about. So you just barf up whatever happens to be residing in your brain. And that is just, well, I read regressive rags and they give me talking points and then I just talk about them because I talk about them on the news and I say, fuck. And then, well, I have to teach at Cal State Northridge, and so what am I going to talk about? Like, journalistic integrity? That's kind of cringy. So I just talk about the same fucking things I talk about all day, because that's all I have. It's all I am.
Oftentimes, there's a lot of discussion about theory and strategies and methods, but I want the students to understand the importance of the news that's happening right now. I also encourage the students to engage and challenge me.
Yeah, the Young Turks, they're renowned for being challenged publicly. I mean, that's why they have dissenters in the show. Oh yeah, fair and balanced over there.
And so I think working at TYT and engaging with an audience that oftentimes can be critical has really prepared me to engage with these students.
You don't engage with the audience, oftentimes critical. Anna, you're a laughingstock. Anna, It's not just here's a little constructive criticism. It's tear the walls down. You guys are a goddamn joke.
I love that they feel comfortable challenging me. I love that we engage in these conversations and have these debates about how to ethically cover these political issues.
She's an ethical guru. Yeah, whenever I need moral guidance, I seek it from Anna Kasparian. Wow.
Several years ago, David Letterman talked about how he felt like he was a failure, which really struck a nerve with me because here's this man who had this very popular and successful late night show, and he felt like a failure. I realized that I'm the same way in that I'm never going to be satisfied.
What a pompous fidget.
And there's obviously a huge downside to that because I beat up on myself and I'm critical of myself. But I think the upside of that is that you're always striving for more. You always want to accomplish more.
I'm kind of a perfectionist. It's one of my weak points. So I'm sort of driven. I don't know. It's kind of my plight. It's the bane of my existence. I have super ambition. I mean, look who I'm talking to. Forbes 30 under 30. I mean, you know, I seek to be in the Forbes 60 under 60. I mean, it's, you know, guilty as charged. Right. So you're a fame-hungry, career-obsessed LA bitch. From the Valley, who went to Cal State Northridge, who's 3 feet tall and has a nose job. Okay. Anna, you might not be as great as you think you are.
I want to really improve society for the better. I want criminal justice reform.
Criminal justice reform. What the fuck does that mean? How about criminal reform? How about let's try to have less criminals? Yeah, no. That's not that. That's not the problem. The cops are the problem.
I want free college in the United States. I want affordable housing. I mean, that's a huge issue right now. I want to have an impact on those issues. And part one is educating people about what's really going on.
Right. About what's really going on. Sure. This is where an unbiased take would be appreciated. This is where a commitment to truth and honesty and integrity could come into play. This is where you guys fail because you cherry pick the stories that fit your narrative. You are storytellers. You are fake. You are lying to the public. You are playing make-believe. And the only people that you can con into believing your little ruse are young morons who don't know any better. They wake up, they're like, well, I was watching them in junior high and high school, and it's on the internet, so it's gotta be right.
At the end of the day, the most important thing is whether or not you're doing your job responsibly, ethically, and effectively.
And you're not at all. So you have failed on your own goals. Let's remind you, you work next to a guy who was just kicked off the Justice Democrats, who has a sordid past of sexism, something you probably think that you take a stand against, and yet you stand next to him. Because ethics, right? Oh, he's also a genocide denier of your people, and the show is called The Young Turks. But disregard, it's your show, right? It's your money. But remember my ethics. You're part of a show that inspires people to kill cops and kill white people multiple times. You never talk about it. But ethics. You're part of a show that still hires Jimmy Dore, a man who spat at Alex Jones on camera at the Republican convention. He wasn't fired, but you stayed. Because ethics, right? Your show has been caught in so many lies and distortions and has been mired in so many scandals. Oh, by the way, your one reporter, the one reporter you had who was a fucking joke and was just a gruesome gremlin of a guy, he was fired from your show. By the way, also hates your show, but was fired, let go because of a sex scandal. I guess that just leaves us with Sean King. Yeah. Amazing. I mean, it's so bottom of the barrel, these people. It is pathetic. But you know why they do it? They do it for these fluff pieces. That's the end goal. Because it was always about them. It's always about what they can tell their friends and family. Oh, here's what I do. Here's how I'm bettering the world. Oh, did you see the photo shoot I did? Yeah, it's awesome. What you're witnessing is vanity. What you're seeing is one of the 7 deadly sins. It's pride. Okay? Now, with Cenk, it's gluttony. Yeah, he's got a bunch of them, but gluttony is at the top. Okay, this man, he should be a shut-in in Istanbul, eating himself to death Instead, we get the pleasure of seeing his putrid face contort itself in seemingly impossibly ugly ways on a daily basis. Great job, Anna. Thumbs up. Sorry to rain on your parade, but you ain't shit.
You're fucking a white male!